Hey guys, it's Sandeep from RevAtlas and this is the review of the OPPO Reno 10X Zoom. Without much further ado, let's get this started. We're already well into the second half of 2019 and I can safely say that this is the best built and best looking device I've seen this year, and in fact in a long time. Everything from the color to the weight to the materials used are all top notch and ooze premiumness. The Reno 10X is very similar to the OnePlus 7 Pro in terms of the size and form factor, and in fact is thicker, wider and heavier with the same weight. And yet it feels easier to handle and feels more fun to use owing to the better weight distribution, which gives a reassuring feel while not making your hands feel fatigued. The soft touch satin matte finish back gives better grip than glossy panels, and it also prevents fingerprints. And in this beautiful green variant called Ocean Green, it looks very unique and royal. It has an iridescent finish that shows hints of purple at certain angles as well. The vertical placement of the cameras at the back look good too, and the strip that accentuates it makes it looks better. OPPO even thought of a dot at the back that kind of raises the entire phone to minimize scratches, and it looks kind of like the Sony Ericsson logo of the past. But the icing on the cake is the shark fin pop-up camera that's truly unique to the Reno. The pop-up camera is quick to come up and close, but when it comes to face recognition, there's a slight pause in between, and it isn't as quick as some of the regular pop-up cameras. Still, I'd say that the trade-off in terms of design makes it worth it. When the fin is open, you also see the earpiece, which channels itself onto the main frame even when closed, so that the fin doesn't need to pop up when taking a call, for example. But the fin does need to come up every time you need to use the rear flash, as the backside of the fin houses the flash for the primary camera as well. The fingerprint scanner is in display and is fast as well as accurate, and you can set different animations for it. Some might argue that a physical scanner might have been faster, but I feel that for the whole look and feel that the Reno is trying to pull off, a physical sensor, say at the back, would have been an ISO. Thanks to a pop-up camera, you get a screen that's free from any notches or cutouts. It measures 6.6 inches with 1080p plus resolution in 19.5:9 aspect ratio, and you have Corning Gorilla Glass 6 for protection as well. The display looks amazing both indoors and outdoors, and it supports L1 wideband for SD streaming content over services such as Netflix and Prime. The Reno is powered by a Snapdragon 855 octa-core chipset and comes in 6+128 and 8+256GB variants, both with UFS 2.1 storage and LPDDR4X RAM. Performance is good as expected, and it comes with Android 9 Pie with ColorOS 6 on top. The UI might not be everyone's cup of tea, so some might prefer putting a launcher on top, but hopefully the updates to the UI will make it slicker and lighter in the future. The front-facing camera housed in the fin is a 16MP f2 unit, but the party trio is the camera setup at the back, which comprises of a primary 48MP Sony IMX586 sensor, half-inch sensor size with f1.7 aperture, face detection as well as laser autofocus, and optical image stabilization. The secondary camera is an 8MP f2.2 ultra-wide module, but as the name suggests, the highlight is the telephoto zoom module, which provides around 5x optical zoom and up to 10x digital zoom. This too is stabilized optically like the primary camera, and camera quality is good in terms of images, and we'll be doing a camera review soon, so please do stay tuned for that. But until then, these samples should give you an idea on what to expect. The battery is a 4065 mAh unit which supports 20-watt VOOC flash charge that can top up from 0 to 100 in an hour and 20 minutes. It's not the fastest around, and we would have appreciated having Findex like charging speeds on here, but it's still good rather than having nothing. The battery gives a screen on time of around 6 to 7 hours, which is good enough for most on a day of use. While you don't quite get the same 90Hz display as the OnePlus 7 Pro, now the UFS 3.0 storage, you do get much better phone in terms of design, aesthetics, camera and overall battery life, and I would choose this over the OnePlus 7 Pro if I had to pick one. The UI is something that lets me down a little, but a launcher can fix that to a fair extent. Thanks for watching this video. Please do hit the subscribe button if you liked it. See you again in the next one.